Today, I started off hopeful because I was going for a procedure that was hopefully going to give me the answers I needed. The procedure is called a gastroscope, and it was going to help me with an issue that I've been having that has reoccurred so many times and includes me having extreme pain. And the occurring problem is vomiting everything, every single food that I've tried, every drink that I can have, including water, sipping water, sugar with water, everything. I've passed out, I felt dizzy, I've had so much pain. The first time this happened was in grade 11 when I tore my abdominal muscle through cross country practice, and I was doing push ups, and I thought it was just general pain from training. Just the next day, it was extremely painful. I was in extreme pain to the point where I couldn't even pick up my school bag without my being in extreme pain. So I started the process of going to my hospital where I got um, cancer done. They were doing so many tests, and that's the first time I did a gastroscope actually. They didn't find anything. They did an ultrasound. They didn't find anything. They got me a dietitian because my weight was very low for my height and my age. For my height and my age, yeah. Then again, years go by. Um, we go to other doctors, maybe try find it, and one doctor tells us this isn't private. He says by touching my stomach that I've got a hernia, so I go with that and go on to meds. So that's what happens. Only to find out this would be a wrong diagnosis down the line. Years later, end of 2019, 2020, another thing happens. I hurt my back, I'm in pain. This happens through me picking up my phone from the floor while in bed. So in 2020, I asked my mom to help me, and we start going to doctors. Vomiting starts again with lots of pain. Go through another round of many doctors, specialists. This is during COVID in 2020. Just mind you that. I'm in lots of pain every single day. I'm working as well. I work with kids at that point at a nursery school. And I am suffering every day. I can't keep food in my stomach. I'm in extreme pain. We do testings, everything. I only get diagnosed with IBS at the end of 2020, November 2020. Fine. Finally, they get me a specialist, and that's how I got diagnosed. He gets me on some meds that I've been now taking for a few years. Okay, fine, good. 2024 around. 2024 comes around. Next thing happens. I was struggling with anxiety, so I went on to anxiety medication. They switched up my meds quite quickly. Started having issues with my stomach again. I was working in retail in this point, and I was struggling. I was vomiting during my lunch breaks. I was in extreme pain. Only got diagnosed, and the vomiting was happening before I got diagnosed with fibromyalgia. This is in August of last year. Fine. Got a diagnosis. We're working on a program on how to help with the fibromyalgia. Great stuff. Next, this year, actually on Good Friday, I started vomiting. halfway through, from like 5:30 till late in the evening. It was so bad. I passed out. I almost couldn't make it to the bathroom in time. So I decided it's important for me to go to the ER. We go to the ER. They put a drip in me. I get liquids put in me. I get some anti-nausea pills. Don't help. Fine. For 2 days, I'm fine. Then again, it reoccurs nonstop, the vomiting again. And so this has been my situation. So finally, after so many rounds of going to the public hospital, ER, doing blood tests that they couldn't find anything wrong, they couldn't giving me another medication, then going to a doctor before getting this procedure so that the doctor decides what's the best thing, even though I went to private and they said the best thing is to do a gastroscope and things like that. Did x-rays on I did x-rays when I was in casualty. So I did my gastroscope today. I didn't get any answers. I only got told to stop the medication I've been taking for many years for my IBS, and the medication that the doctor last time in early May, told me I needed to take. So I didn't get an answer, just told by the physician, the doctor who did the scope, to stop that medication. Maybe it's something with the line. There's a lining problem with my stomach from the medication. There was not a clear answer, to be honest, so I'm not going to say anything. Just to stop it and then to do a repeat scope in 6 months. I am so frustrated, exhausted of my health. If you know my story, I've been suffering with my health since I was 4.5 years old, and I'm now 31. I'm pretty exhausted, frustrated. It's another thing on my plate. I don't have relief. I thought I'd get answers, and it would help me get to the conclusion of why am I in extreme pain in occurrence to the vomiting. Why are those two things so connected every single time they've happened? And why are they going on for lengths of time? And there's no pattern, there's no anything. So I am so exhausted with my life of health. This is my story. This is what's been my priority. I don't mind if people say I talk too much about my health, I talk too much about and research, whatever. My life has been my health, and it's been a constant struggle for many years. And it's been part of my life, and it's a big part of my life because it affects me so much. So I just wanted to come on here to tell you what was happening and being honest with you. I'm just so tired and exhausted from having to manage, cope, deal, be resilient and strong because of my health. So please give me grace. And I don't think people understand the extent of how frustrating and how much of a toll it takes on me emotionally, mentally, and physically every time it gets this bad. Thank you.